Scaling up the deployment of humanoid robots involves overcoming numerous hurdles. But the biggest issue today, and the one the entire industry is attempting to solve, is safety. Agility Robotics intends to lead this effort and create the first safety-rated humanoid robot capable of working safely alongside people.
One of the most substantial barriers to scaling humanoid robots is really in getting outside of the work cell. I think that when we look out into the world at large today, we see a lot of really cool videos with robots doing backflips and, karate chops. But unfortunately, when you get out into the real world doing work, those robots are not exactly safe to be around people yet. And so we have to deploy them in work cells. And until we can get out of the work cell, it's going to be hard to scale to thousands and tens of thousands of robots.
Robust regulatory standards are in place to ensure the safety of people working around robots. As of today, there is no humanoid robot on the market that meets the requirements to work outside of an isolated workspace, separated from people.
Under the safety standards today, we are currently deploying inside of a work cell to meet the requirements for safety in an OSHA-regulated environment. So that means a work cell or double barrier that basically prevents the robot from making contact with a person or creating any kind of risk.
The ultimate goal is what is considered collaborative safety, or an environment where people and robots work together in the same space.
Collaborative safety is a spectrum of safety activities, and along that spectrum, there's a couple of different stops along the way, from in a cage to fully collaborative. In the middle is cooperative safety. So cooperative safety is basically when people and robots are in the same space, but they're not working on the same item at the same time. The immediate value to a customer of cooperative safety is not having the work cell. Basically, being able to get the robot out of the cage and free roaming around the facility to move from task to task.
As part of a safety-rated solution, Digit remains the only humanoid robot currently deployed into commercial operations, and Agility is continuing to lead the way into the future.
In the next 24 months, Agility Robotics will have a fully cooperatively safe robot. This means that Digit will be able to work in a warehouse or logistics environment without a cage, in a manufacturing environment without a cage, and meet all of the requirements for the prevailing standards in the United States and in the European Union.
With much less infrastructure adaptation and increased workflow flexibility, the next iteration of Digit will enable substantial fleet scaling and paves the way towards a fully collaborative robot.